Good morning world from the open sea. We have left Bohol and we are travelling to Cagayan de Oro on a very, very long boat journey. This is our first time travelling on Trans-Asia. It's a bigger boat, but not that much more of a comfortable journey, but it did the job. We actually had to leave Poppy outside on this crossing, which I was a bit sad about, but she settled down quickly enough. And I actually went out there and watched the sunrise with her, which was quite sweet. She popped her head out and had a look at the rising sun, and we just kind of like sat there and calmed each other down. And 11 hours later, we have arrived on the mainland of Mindanao. We are just sitting outside McDonald's, aren't we, Story?
Yeah.
Story is gobbling down a apple pie.
It's lovely.
You normally say no to apple pies when we offer them to you, don't we?
Yeah, it's because the last time I had it, I didn't like it, but now I love it.
You're growing up, aren't you?
Yeah.
And Mummy is all grown up with her cup of coffee.
Got me coffee.
Almost fully devoured.
Halfway. They serve this coffee nuclear temperature, so you have to wait half an hour for it to cool down. So that's what we've been doing.
So this part of Cagayan de Oro isn't particularly beautiful, so we're not going to film it. We are going to head off on one of the most popular roads through Mindanao, which will take us all the way to our destination. And yeah, this will be our first time driving it. Normally June, our driver and friend, used to take us this route, so it's our first time doing it ourselves. I'm excited to hit the road and go over the mountain pass. We are just about to begin the Gingoog and Claveria bypass road. This is a very beautiful drive. We've shown it in quite a few of our vlogs already. It's still quite early in the morning. It is 8:42, so we've got that kind of nice morning light coming through the window too, and not much traffic, which is good, so we can enjoy the drive. You can see the port over there, which is where we came from.
How is the car handling these twisty turns, Jay?
Yeah, as long as you're in the right gear,
Yeah.
you get enough power to get up the hill. It's a nice drive, actually. I've been looking forward to driving this road.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's one of my favourites in the country so far. It's very different from where we live in Siargao Island.
There's loads of different trees up here as well. This is the route where we often see pine trees, which is very different from where we are living on the island. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any brown leaves?
No, the trees are very much alive here.
Poppy's looking out. You like it, Pops? You've been here before, but now you're in your own car. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a house for sale there, Jay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a view.
It does not.
No.
Just trees. And it'd be a bit of an awkward road to live on as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Up the hill we go. The struggles of the mountain pass. These big trucks. He's really struggling to get up there, isn't he? He's going super slow.
Those trucks have got like 14 gears, haven't they? It's probably pretty low getting up here.
It is quite steep. Loads of sweet corn growing. It is corn season.
Yeah, I did see some people, vendors by the side of the road selling corn actually.
Oh, she's selling dragon fruits.
100 pesos per kilo.
Oh, it's D-fruit yard. That is what actually they sell. It is a dragon fruit.
I wish we could buy some.
Well, we'll get some when we're not on this road. There's another one of those trucks. Let's get past that big old thing. Yeah, the lady there selling dragon fruits hasn't got a very great location, has she?
No, by the time you see it, you can't stop, can you?
No, not many people are going to want to stop on these curbs. This is the pine tree road. Loads of them lining the street here. That's quite pretty.
It's amazing. It looks like somebody's like gardened this street.
Yes.
Don't you think?
It's very pretty. Yeah.
So neatly lined up. So for those of you who don't know anything about the Philippines, we're currently driving through the island of Mindanao, which is the second biggest island in the whole of the Philippines. But it's also one of the islands with the worst reputation for being unsafe because of terrorism that used to happen in the past. And Junjun was telling us the last time we came through this road that this area here used to be notorious for like kidnappings and bad stuff happening with terrorism years and years ago. But this was like 2-3 decades ago, and since then it's become a bit of a tourist attraction. Most of the, like pretty much all of the terrorism has been stopped here, and there's still this bad reputation in Mindanao that it's not safe to come here. So we thought it would be a good idea to just show you how it feels to be passing through here, just like a regular family driving their car. Normally we have been through here with a guide in a way, because Junjun was like kind of taking us through everything, telling us about it, and also telling us that it was safe. And now we're here by ourselves. We know the area and kind of want to spread the word that it's not like that anymore, and Mindanao is definitely somewhere you should consider coming to visit if you're planning on coming to the Philippines, because there's so much to see here, this being one of them, this road. We just stopped at the local market here. On this,
We're getting some dragon fruit.
Yep, Story spotted some dragon fruit she wants to buy.
And I never had dragon fruit for a long time.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, very while. Bye.
Bye. It looks like they've dug up the land here, ready to plant some more crop. This is one of the best market roads here. We've come here a few times actually. They've got so much selection of fruit and veg. Poppy, stop crying. Okay, got nothing to worry about. Mummy's just gonna go get some dragon fruits. You can tell this is where the locals shop. There is so many people come down here that we've seen before, parking along this main road. It's the best place to park. Success?
Success! 3 dragon fruits, 144 pesos.
Oh, nice.
We've stopped at these fruit stalls along here a few times when we've been with Junjun, because it's a great place. They have such fresh produce most of the time anyway when we've driven by. This lady here just had papayas, bananas, watermelon, sweet potatoes, jackfruit, yeah, and rambutans,
Wow.
avocados. So if we were gonna be staying on the island here for a bit longer, we'd probably do a bit of a bigger shop rather than just 3 dragon fruits, but that's what we need right now. And I'm kind of a bit sleepy to go and do a big old shop at this early in the morning, so 3 dragon fruits I could handle doing. Nice views, but unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, Story's out looking out for a volcano. Got lots more pine trees along here, not so many palm trees. It's more of the bushier, cooler climate trees I think along here.
And I've noticed as well, every time we've come here, the road surface is like almost brand new. So it's perfect and very popular with motorbike riders as well, doing like motor vlogging and like riding up the highway 955. So it's definitely worth passing through here.
Nice breeze, Daddy.
It is nice, isn't it?
These mountain views is lovely.
The cows in front grazing. It's
Yeah.
like driving through Europe or something.
Grazing cows, mountainous backdrop, and actually we've got the windows down because it is actually lovely and cool outside, so we're letting in the nice fresh breeze.
I wish I could climb one of those.
Wow, you want to climb one of these mountains?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually.
Keep going in that direction, I'm sure you'll start going up
You
eventually.
might have to make your own path. I don't know if there's one mapped out.
It's so amazing.
It is. It's a lovely drive. Look at that immense view.
This is Gila's Smallville where we stayed.
Yep, we stayed in this little place here, Gila's. It was nice. We are gonna try to have a stop now at Don Narciso Cafe. Hopefully it's open. It's this one just coming up here. Is it open?
The gates are open.
Yeah. Yes. Excellent. We're gonna have a little break here.
I remember the first time we discovered this cafe.
This is with
We had,
June.
yeah, with June. We had no idea what we were in store for. It's like some of the best coffee in the whole of Mindanao. The lady who owns this place is a barista, a coffee roaster, and like an enthusiast. And she roasts her own coffee beans upstairs. Do you remember Story when
I roasted him.
Yes.
The coffee roasting was fun. And then after, when I finished the coffee beans, we got to take coffee home.
Yeah, it was delicious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were drinking it for weeks afterwards.
Yeah. And then I wish I could roast it again and then get some more coffee.
Or maybe we'll just buy some roasted beans today.
Yeah. And actually there's an egg chair down there.
An egg chair?
Yeah. We are going to show you where the egg chair is. It's a black one, isn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it's black.
Okay.
The egg chair is broken, and the last time the storm happened, it wasn't that broken. So if you can see that, there it is, right there.
Beautiful scenery, isn't it? Oh. That didn't last long, did it? Let's go get some coffee, Story.
So we are in the view, and I just started doing a video to surprise my mum and dad. If you watch the other videos, you might have seen we went to this place with our friend June. So there's lots of beautiful stuff. It doesn't even look like the storm even happened. So I can see lots of rice fields. It's very beautiful. What are you doing? And that is the rice fields. See it? Right there. Very beautiful. I love this place actually. It's one of my favourite places.
Our little refreshments are over, and I've just found Joe and Story down here. Oh, that's pretty. What a view, hey? This is stunning.
What's stunning?
It means really beautiful.
We just met a couple of families from Cagayan which is the city nearby we came from. And they say they always come up here, come to the cafes, because there's loads of new cafes up here now. This whole road is like peppered with them, isn't it?
It is. There is so much more development going on here. So even since the last time we came here, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first time we came on this journey with June, this was like the cafe to come to, the main hotspot, and it does get very, very busy, doesn't it, at the weekends?
Yeah, it does.
Purely because of this amazing setting that it's in. But since we've been driving today, we have noticed so many more cafes springing up, which are all kind of on this side of the road as well. So they would probably all have a similar view, wouldn't they?
Yeah, we'll have to try out a few different ones next time.
Yeah. Right, you ready to continue with our drive?
Yes, our epic drive across Mindanao.
Yeah.
This is a happy day today. What a happy day.
So I would like to think that seeing this video is giving you guys a bit of a boots on the ground impression of what it's really like to drive yourself across Mindanao. It is really a beautiful island. It shouldn't be missed. And we are only scratching the surface of this like one spinal road that goes from the middle to the top. There's so much more that we haven't discovered, and we have seen probably more than a lot of Filipinos have seen, because we've been all the way down to Zamboanga, but we haven't even touched Davao and General Santos, and there's plenty more places that we have starred out on our map that have not been discovered by us yet. Of course, do your research and everything to make sure that you're not going into the wrong places, but honestly speaking, everywhere we've traveled in Mindanao has felt safe, and if there is anywhere that may not be, it's pretty clear, and somebody will tell you before you get yourself into any trouble. There is quite a big presence of military and police everywhere, but not so much that it feels intimidating. And just look at the scenery that you get to see when you drive around here. It is a fantastic island, and it's so big. It really would be a shame to miss out on the second biggest island here in the Philippines, just because of some old fears and misconceptions perhaps, that government guidelines from other countries have made some old speculations, or old reports on what used to be here in Mindanao, but is definitely not the case as of today. Even from 2 years ago until now, we can see a difference in the same road that we've traveled, as we mentioned, with the development and even the mention of the word terrorism or rebels. It's getting less and less. The signs that we saw up on the street on the Highway 955 have been removed, and it's now no longer a focus on that thing. I think perhaps there was a little bit of a drive to get people to forget about what was going on in the past by reminding people of it, and now that has been pushed to the side in favor of positive tourism now that the pandemic is coming down in severity, and the tourism of Philippines is really pushing some different areas other than your classic Boracay and Manila Luzon areas. So I'm hoping that by just looking at these amazing views like we are, you get a sense that you shouldn't just put this place to the back of your mind. Definitely spread some of your tourism funds and your holiday budget here in Mindanao. Help the people and just help yourself. Form your own impression of this place like we have.
It's not working.
We really have seen some unique and unbelievable locations here in Mindanao.
Oh, a kingfisher.
Is there a kingfisher?
Yeah, on the wire.
So as we've been recording this video, we've actually been driving for about 9 to 10 hours with a few breaks along the way, and we've ended up our journey right at the top near to Siargao city in a place we've been before called Caracal. And my goodness, it's so different up here. The mountainous scenery is something like I've never seen anywhere else in the Philippines. It really does remind us of our travels through Portugal in Europe, where we used to live. And I've not seen that anywhere else in our current limited travels that we've done in the Philippines so far. So if you guys are planning on looking for somewhere a little bit different, that's definitely not on the tourist trail, come up this road from Siargao city over Claveria to Caracal and Cantilan around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when the sunlight is coming down through the mountains, and see something spectacular. These mining areas are very unique, and it just looks quite special when the sun's coming down and there's no other tourists in sight. Okay, let's give the old car a break. I say the old car, it's not that old. You may notice this place, you may recognize it in fact from some of our other videos. Just after the storm, we are stopping off in the beautiful native house in Caracal. Poppy is super excited to be off the leash. She hasn't been released to run freely for about 2 weeks because of being in Bohol at the beach club, but I can smell that food is being cooked right now. Hey Poppy, you having fun? Yeah, you having fun jumping up? You're free. How are you, Story? You doing something fun?
Yeah, building some Legos.
Yeah.
And I'm eating chips.
Wow.
And I have mango and coconut drink and plain water.
That sounds lovely. I think I could do with some of those, and some of these too.
Oh, Daddy, here's yours.
Thank you very much. And who lives in this house?
It's right here. Oh, Shrew Louis.
Shrew Louis. Can you explain who
Shrew
Shrew Louis
Louis
is?
is a shrew, and it's very sneaky. He must be under the fridge now.
Yeah.
They're a bit nocturnal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nocturnal animal, right?
Yeah.
And we discovered him the last time we stayed here, didn't we?
Yeah.
A little Filipino
we
shrew.
thought he was a rat, and then we thought he was a mole, and then we thought he was a rat, and then we thought he was a mole, and then we thought it was a rat, and then we thought it was a mole, and then Mummy discovered it was a shrew.
Yeah.
How did you know though? How did you Google it?
Telltale sign of a shrew. They do stinky
Poo. Shrews do stinky poos. So we're hoping to see Shrew Louis again, who probably turn up later tonight.
He looks blind.
He does look a bit blind, doesn't
Yeah.
he? His eyes look a bit faded, don't
That's
they?
why we thought it was a mole.
Yeah.
So we called him Molly Holy.
Holy moly, we call
Holy
him.
Moly.
We will be here in Caracal for maybe 2 nights while we're waiting for a boat back to Siargao Island.
More waiting on boats. It's the theme of this trip, isn't it?
Yes, we're trying to find our feet with the whole driving around the Philippines thing. It's pretty complex, but we'll slowly get there. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you some insight into what it's like living here and driving here in the Philippines.
Back to the deep blue sea.
Yes, you could do that.
It's the Red Sea.
And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.